Anyway, we're going to do a musical introduction.
No, I'm not feeling very musical. I've been very creative.
I'm not feeling very musical. But darling, you are my music. Sorry.
That is our intro.
Suddenly Les Mis tones just start to creep in.
Suddenly it never wasn't not Les Mis.
Oh dear. Anyway. Welcome everyone.
Hello.
I'm going to shut my window actually. I forgot to do that.
Why do you do that?
This is so professional.
We are a person short today because holidays are a thing.
She went home. Can you imagine that? Home. All the way out of the country.
Yeah, so it's just me and your boy here today.
It's your boy Josh and your boy Rory.
Rory.
So, I don't know.
Yes.
How do you spell your name?
R-O-R-Y. It's recently been pronounced, spelled R-O-T-Y, because someone in the chat fucked up.
Rory.
Rotty.
Yeah. You're pretty rotten. I'm sorry, that was mean.
How dare.
So because of our members' absence and events to say bye, we didn't get an episode up last week.
Yeah.
Because we're terrible people.
And we've been busy with work-related affairs.
Work-related? That's one way of putting it. That makes it sound really bad. We've genuinely just been at work, we promise.
No. We don't talk about it.
I'm going to stop taking my pen.
One thing we do have to do, we have to make a correction to previous episode. Where
first episode number 1.
Oh, was it?
Yes, it was.
I don't even. It's been a long while ago. I don't even remember.
It was episode number 1, and we.
No, not we.
You talked about some PHP.
I was talking about some PHP.
Actually, Ryan joined in. To be fair,
it doesn't matter who I started it. The point is, I messed up talking about the equals, not equals, dot equals, and triple equals. And triple equals does not do type inference, and double equals does, which I don't think I mentioned. I also don't remember what I said, but that is what someone said. They came to us and like, yo, you didn't get this right, and I want to get this right, so this is what I'm saying. And that's the correction. If you really care, that's the correct.
Really care. Triple equals doesn't do type inference,
which is what I just said.
I'm reading this off the message. Wait, did you?
I literally
go into all the details.
Okay.
Never mind.
Yeah, I just summarized. So triple equals doesn't do type inference where double equals does. So 0 can equal false, but 0 cannot equals false. Double quotes can equals 0, but double quotes cannot equals 0. Because with equals, there are different types. But with equals, you can inference them to be this. When you inference them to be the same type, they are equivalent. Yes.
Oh dear.
And additionally, void is the absence of a type. In Java, return null and return are treated the same. Woo!
So
we did it. We did it.
Going back to that, I'm afraid next week
we
will be down on the typical crew to 1, just me, because this one's going on a holiday as well.
Yeah, I'm going to Switzerland for a week with my brother. So.
Or wait, are hookers legal in Switzerland?
Let's do a little quick Google.
Well, he's googling that just for the joke. Yeah, so it's just me. So
joke, not joke.
We shush. We may still do a podcast. I may invite a guest speaker along.
We're bringing Elon Musk, our boy here.
Elon Musk. I mean, if he's in country, I'll check. I feel like he won't be. He's a bit busy at the moment.
Prostitution in Switzerland is legal and regulated. It's been legal since 1942.
We know what Rory's doing then. Anyway.
The trafficking and forced prostitution and pimping are illegal.
That's fair enough.
There are brothels which are licensed, so... It's sort of like the UK.
That is not like... No.
UK.
Brothels are completely illegal in the UK.
Okay, brothels are illegal, but prostitution is still legal in the UK.
No, it's not.
Here it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
I'm gonna Google this.
Fine. So we might bring on one of our friends who is Ryan's housemate. We'll see how it goes. If all goes, the worst case is there's no podcast. The second worst case is it's me on my own. Best case is we have a whole crew, but that's not happening. So.
I'm going to quote this: in Great Britain, England, Wales, and Scotland. Right. In Great Britain, England, Wales, and Scotland, prostitution itself, the exchange of sexual services.
Don't make such a point of the word.
Sexual services for money is legal, but a number of related activities, including soliciting in a public place, curb crawling, owning or managing a brothel, pimping and pandering, are crimes.
Interesting. Anyway, moving on from sex workers and onto our main
to another type of fucking that a load of people have been fucked up with. Equifax. We're obviously a bit late on this, but obviously we're a little week out, so I thought we'd talk about this. The fuck up of Equifax and the leaking of social security numbers in the US and some UK and Canadian residents as well, which is why it's sort of relevant to us. Maybe not us particular, but
probably not us in particular.
Probably not us in particular.
Hey, let's talk about it anyway, because apparently it was something stupid.
Yes, so just reading off the summary, which I totally didn't just look up on Reddit 2 minutes ago.
Totally didn't just look up.
They said they got struck by a cyber attack. Affected about 143 million customers.
Not to mention, this was like 6 weeks after it happened that they said that.
Has it really been that long?
Yeah, it happened like 2 months ago, I think, and they just didn't tell anyone.
Oh yeah, so they didn't tell anyone for fucking ages. That was the first big fuck up, which, you know, is akin to like you spilling like some milk when you're a child and chocolate milk on the couch.
Just walking away.
And then your dad comes along and is like, what the fuck's going on? What are you fucking... You swear in front of a child, you know, standard.
We get the point.
Yeah. Well, you fucking spilled chocolate milk on the couch. Oh, sorry. And then you confess, like, 2 months later after you spilled the chocolate milk.
I'm pretty sure I've done that, or similar thing, actually.
You spilled chocolate milk but didn't confess.
Not particularly chocolate milk, but I've definitely done things and then admitted them much later.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think this happened to me as well, but I always get caught, because...
Because you're bad at hiding things?
Yeah. My family has got a keen eye.
Get good.
Too late now. I'm a good boy now. Good boy.
Correction, you're an adult now.
Yes.
You don't have to be a good boy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what actually was the flaw? I'm not gonna let you say it because
one of the flaws. I don't think one of the flaws that I remember seeing. I can't remember where. I think I saw this on the UK thread on Reddit at the time. The Argentinian branch of Equifax, their backend, I believe it's their backend, had the username password admin. Now, admin is probably the default set of credentials you might get on a database engine.
Pretty much. Or maybe admin password.
Maybe admin password.
Maybe they changed the password to admin to try and be clever.
Yeah, it's not even being clever. Like, I can imagine it being like some kind of like security through sort of like I don't know what the term would be, but like thinking no one would be that dumb, right? No one would be that kind of person to put admin password or admin. So like it sort of gets overlooked.
They'd never think of this with their brute force search engines.
Brute force search engines always check that. But like if you would imagine, if you will, a universe where they do not exist. Where they may not, so they didn't consider it, so they were thinking in a universe where it didn't exist, like, no one would be this stupid, no one will automatically detect it, it will be okay.
It wasn't.
Numbers got leaked.
Oh dear. So, moral of the story, don't put admin as your username and password?
Yep, don't. I remember a comment on Reddit, on the post, is like, this is not even GCSE computer science, or like, age 16 computer science.
Yeah.
This is literally common sense. It's literally like create an account of your email, like, protecting email passwords.
I mean, the only reason I can think that they would do it is because it's easy to remember, but like there's limits everywhere because I have some shared accounts, and someone set the password to those to some really stupid things, and it was just they're impossible to remember. I have them on my Google Drive, and I just copy them home whenever I need them.
See, you could just get you could just make like a password manager, like
That's effort.
but it'll be good exposure for your skills for future employers.
Wait, which year do we do cybersecurity in?
3.
Okay. If I do cybersecurity, I'll do that, but
Well,
not happening.
well, cybersecurity is like mainly exam based. Well, half. I used to think half it's exam based.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I'll learn how to actually secure my cyber.
Or you could just get someone else who's done it correctly, so you don't get fucked by your own design.
But then I deserve it at least.
No, because no one deserves to get hacked, I guess. I mean, yes, if you do something really stupid, then maybe. But not like
put admin as your username and password.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway,
yeah, it's a little tangent. All right, I got something.
I'm not even sure. Like, what is the effect of that? Like, just because your social security number is leaked, does it like?
Well, it's akin of like, I guess, giving away your. In the UK, we have something called national insurance numbers, which is
Basically the same thing.
same thing. I think it's akin to giving that away. And
I give my away all the time. I don't care. Should I care?
I think you should. I think you should care.
No,
Well, okay. So if you trust someone, but like, I still wouldn't do it because then the chain that leads on from that.
maybe,
It says here that credit card numbers are also accessed.
Fair enough.
So in that, even if you think social security numbers are pretty janky, credit card numbers are not janky.
Yeah. Anyway,
It doesn't say numbers though. It doesn't actually say like the rest of the details.
we don't know. I mean,
that's something actually.
someone knows.
So like, if you had like someone's full card number, what could you get with just the card number? Because normally, like, websites ask you for your card number, your date of expiry, the 3-digit CCV or CVV.
Yeah.
CVC.
They
ask for a lot of stuff that you kind of have to not just know. You have to know a lot of it.
I don't know. I've heard that people can do stuff with just the card number, but I don't know how bad that is. Like,
imagine even if you called your bank, you'd maybe you wouldn't even give them the card number. You'd literally just give them like other details, like maybe account number, sort number, your own personal account details.
If you phone the bank, you give like your personal details. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, you give them personal detail. Well, yeah, they might ask other stuff as well.
Oh yeah, I think
Depending-
they do account number, sort code, and personal details to make sure it's
Yeah, so like maybe with just a credit card number, like you could get so far, but like I guess at that point you could then maybe brute force it because then you'd have the credit card number, then you'd have 365 days to choose from, 366 days to choose from, and then you'd have 1,000 CVVs to choose from.
I like how you have so much trouble remembering CVV over CCV.
It's the 3-digit number on the back of your card.
Yeah.
That number. It doesn't matter. I know
Please post it in the comments below.
No.
Please don't. We might get in trouble.
Well, no. You'll just play yourself.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
For your own sake.
You played yourself.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Equifax, do better.
Yes, it's actually very funny. I was mentioning this earlier. Since the kerfuffle was the great kerfuffle,
Of Equifax.
the great whoopsie daisy, I've seen ads for Equifax on Reddit. Just like, like check your credit score. Like the goal to keep trying to think like nothing's happened. I mean, I guess it's like
they probably have to be honest.
I mean, I get obviously like you can't let it suddenly stop, but like. It's sort of like a regaining trust sort of situation where like everyone is sort of like, or most people like, like we don't trust them. But like you gotta kind of have to regain that trust. But if you're going to do the same it was the same sort of thing I'd imagine I had before.
Yeah. Anyway, Rory has more things he wants to talk about today.
Yes.
I've been very uncreative this week, to be honest. I'm too tired from finishing my internship. He's
right. So Equifax is something I thought we'd talk about because it's something that's happened in the past, apparently months ago. But I thought it was very recent. Maybe it's just how work has been. You kind of lose track of.
Well, no, like I thought, like it only got announced.
Yeah,
like a week ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got announced a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Moving on.
Anyway, I want to talk about student unions in universities.
Let's point out, not particular student unions.
Okay, not even
student unions as a whole.
Yes, I don't know why I said university. Student unions as a whole. So in the UK, I'm not sure how it works in the United States
or elsewhere,
but in the United Kingdom, you either have your own institution-based student union, or you kind of affiliate with. What's the company called?
NUS?
NUS, yes.
National Union of Students.
Yes, you. I guess even so, you still have your own base.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure your local one affiliates to them.
Yeah, so you have your own local
Our university doesn't.
Yeah. Don't narrow it down.
Well, they know where we are.
Shh. Anyway, I have the personal opinion that student unions, in general, don't do enough. Well, at least personally for me, they do not do enough to grab my sort of attention. I'm sort of like very, it's like a separate entity that exists. It's sort of there's like, okay, student unions are meh, sort of thing.
I mean, I think it should be good to clarify what they actually do for the students.
I guess the whole freshers event. So okay, like the freshers event. When I was in freshers, they were good, I guess. Especially when I was still quite shy, I suppose, a little bit shy.
Oh, didn't.
You weren't shy in freshers at all? You were the social butterfly of every party?
I'm a very social person. For a computer scientist.
Okay.
So I'm just pointing out.
Pointing out
his laugh on the audio waves because it's very individual.
Yes.
And very funny.
Yes. Tee hee ha ho.
I think we shouldn't forget student societies. They do help out with that a lot.
I guess, but even then, I'm only personally I'm part of one society, maybe two this year. Most of my final year. But even then, it seems like it's like a sort of separate world sort of thing. So like this past year, I was on the committee for the society. I was the one society I was in, and I went to a committee meeting with the president because someone had to go. No one else really wanted to go, so I did it. And I thought, why not? So I went into this. It was a music society.
Wait, was this like a union committee meeting?
No, it was a performing arts committee meeting.
Oh, okay.
So it was sort of like a committee meeting for the greater performing arts, where I'm a part of a society that's enclosed in it. But like they were talking about like issues like that made no sense. Like, it made sense to me, obviously. But like,
you're not stupid.
Yeah, it's something you pick up, but like it's sort of stuff that seems like it's been ongoing for years. But like you kind of just walk into a room and these people have their own issues, and like they didn't make any. This is sort of like everyone's just sort of know about it, sort of thing. Like I think at one point they're like, we have these issues. Talk with your neighbor of how we can solve them, sort of thing. And this was literally probably been like, could have technically been like my first day on the job, sort of thing. So when it wasn't even my sort of, I was the webmaster.
Is that more of a you got dropped in at the deep end kind of thing, or is that?
Well, it wasn't even an issue in the future, but it's like it's a sort of thing that like I don't know. It's a sort of like a separate the world sort of thing. That's what I think. I mean, I mean you're in a sports society.
Sports. I'm on the committee for the archery club, which is technically a sport. We are a sport.
Archery has an Olympic event.
Yeah.
You can't say it's technically a sport. It is a sport.
It is a sport, but socially we don't really fit in with the rest of the athletics union. Because you can imagine what football players and rugby players are like compared to the weird, nerdy archery people.
Well, I don't know.
it's like 50% computer science in archery.
Okay.
So, I mean,
So that's you and
You
someone. So that's
can
you
imagine.
and someone else. Yeah, that's the only two people.
no, archery's pretty big actually. We're
I was jesting.
we've
Friend.
got like 12 computer scientists, I think.
Yeah, I was jesting. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
So shut up.
I jest.
It's. I think we have links with the Students' Union. They do help us out a lot in terms of funding and actually communicating with like the outside bodies with the university.
Mm-hmm.
But that's from the perspective of a society. I think,
And it's like a member of like the committee.
yeah, I mean, from the perspective of a society, as
Yeah,
you,
but like
you basically are the society.
yeah, but like average Joe archery, like who just comes along, talks with mates,
Yeah.
goes
But I mean,
on the
like,
socials.
The union facilitates the fact that they can come along because the club
yeah.
exists.
Mm.
But like, if you go to the view of a typical student, I think it's quite hard to find a way in which the union directly affects them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there are. I'm sure they probably made big changes for students in the past, but like the main things a student is worried about is how much is tuition fees and maintenance loan,
which is sort of at the gauge of student unions, because it's not a student union issue; it's a government issue.
Yeah, it's a government thing. And then there's learning.
Yeah, and
Which is why you're here.
and student beer facilities, I suppose.
Students' beer facilities.
Alcohol outlets.
Alcohol outlets.
Like, I guess if I did care anything, it'd be literally the student pub, and like, I don't know, like maybe like the library. I know you go on a campus sometimes, in our particular campus, and like people there have things for votes. So like, oh, we got a vote today, and like, I didn't hear about it. Maybe deep in my email, there might have been an email. There wasn't. No one else advertised it. No one comes into lectures. I just like someone comes into like one lecture, which you may or may not turn up to, depending
You're a
on.
terrible student.
Well,
I'm kidding. You're a brilliant student, Rory.
you've never seen me learn.
You weren't there when I learned.
But like, sort of thing like they give you a card to take on the vote, and like, especially for like committee, like student union committee, like it's sort of like you see these people as like, I don't know what you want. Like you listen to another person, it's a generic person to me. I don't know if you're the best for the job. You may, you do your campaign, but beyond that, I don't know anything about you.
Yeah, it's like
I don't know if it's a sort of thing where like we're in computer science and we have our own sort of like computer science clique, and then you have like.
I feel like we have an uninformed opinion.
Yeah,
like, I'm sure. I'm not saying we're not saying.
You're not saying.
I'm not saying that they don't do anything and they're useless and they shouldn't exist.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they're useless. Obviously,
but I feel like the lengths at which they go to like try and get the student body to participate, and like we know that they do sort of surveys and things to see how much people feel like the student union represents their views in the university,
and they have like events like I think they have
but
some events.
Sorry, it's like I know that they exist and I know that they were technically voted in, but I don't actually know of any effect they've ever had on the university, because even if they have had them, I haven't been told about it. I don't.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, I've only been here for like a year, but
yeah. If I don't know if I really was like invested, like I wanted to get into it, I could probably look into it. I'm aware of that, but I feel like the part of the job should be like it should be more known to people that just passively sort of in university sort of thing. Like they go to lectures. You may not even do any societies. They hang out with their friends. They do their work. They get good grades. Sort of thing.
Yeah, so I feel like if anyone from a student union is listening, then what you need to do is make sure your student body knows what you actually do. Like,
I like you addressing this as like every student union is bad and you need to listen to.
Right, I'm assuming that it's the same everywhere. Because I'm pretty sure it was the same in my school. Like we had what did we have? We had the school council.
Oh yeah.
I don't think. No, they only changed two things that I can remember. They revoked. Is revoked the right word? Yeah, revoked the no canoodling rule, which was just funny.
No, what?
You know what canoodling is, right?
Yeah, but what?
The school at one point said that like really you shouldn't be doing that like in the corridors and stuff, and the council
Wait,
went,
people were doing that in the corridors?
yeah. Did you not go to secondary school?
Okay. I'm thinking of something way worse.
No. No. Actually, it's probably happened at some point, but
Probably. My school probably doing so, like a local conference.
And the other thing, which I actually know that they did, was I remember at the start of my sixth form year, the typical like dress code for the gents was you can wear shirt and trousers with a jumper, or shirt and trousers on their own, or shirt and trousers with a jacket and jumper. Basically, just smart wear. And then they tried to introduce a load of rules about like no jumpers, no cardigans for the girls.
Wait, hold up a sec. You didn't have a uniform. You didn't have like blazer and tie.
Not in sixth form, no.
Oh, sixth form, okay.
Yeah, we have a uniform for the rest of the school, but
okay.
in sixth form it was. I think that the way they always addressed it was office wear.
Yeah,
the things you wear to like work in a bank or something.
Yeah,
very just smart and neat. But then they like they tried to change it, and everyone complained because not everyone could like afford actual blazers and stuff. So you'd get people in winter in the north of England in shirts, shivering in lessons, and like you'd want like, oh no, I'll put my jumper on in my class. No, not allowed.
Did it have heat? What heating? Like, was it heating? Could you not afford heating?
Yeah, but when it's like -5, heating doesn't do much.
I guess, yeah. I'm speaking as a massive southerner.
Yeah.
Like a south coast.
From the
southerner.
glorious south coast where it's sunny all year.
No, it's fucking not. That's a misconception, but it's warmer.
It's definitely warmer.
Yeah.
But no,
I was gonna say in our school we had subject, like we had our own sort of student council, and then we had like something called AFL, which was Assessment for Learning, or as the common student body called it, a fucking losers. Which is it was basically like a way of trying to improve the standard of teaching. And then we had like subject captains, in which like I think I was the subject captain for drama, but like they literally just asked people, "Hey, do you want to be subject captain for drama?" But I didn't get to choose. I would have wanted to be one for like IT, for example. We didn't do computing in our school. We did IT. But like,
fun.
Even I was like the IT guy, and I didn't like
the IT guy in your entire school.
Pretty much.
How big was your school, like population wise?
Secondary school, like 600, 700 maybe.
This is from like year 7 to 13.
No, we didn't have a sixth form.
Year 7 to 11. Okay.
Yes, 7 to 11. I went to a separate college, so and it didn't have a sixth. Well, it might have a sixth form now. But...
My school was from year 7 to 13, and it was like
for anyone
1,400 people.
For anyone who does not know the school system, year 7 is age
11 to 12.
Yes, 11 to 12, and then
year 13 is age 17 to 18.
Yes.
Is that right?
No, year 13. Did you say year 13?
Yeah.
13 is 17 to 18, so 11 would be 15 to 16.
And then you go on to university when you leave school.
Yeah. Or college, depending on what you do. I don't think it's changed now. I think you have to stay on the sixth form now.
That changed from my year.
Oh, that was your year. Well, yeah. I
could have sworn that was above my year, but
no, I didn't have to go to college. But I think the year after mine had to go for 1 year, and then it would have been your. No, it would have been your year.
Well, we're only 1 year apart, Rory.
Yeah, I know. I'm just. I don't know.
Anyway,
I mean, I don't know. I thought it was like a 1 year thing, and then like 2 year thing. Like you had to go for 1 year, but you didn't have to go for both years. But then you had to go for both years.
Moral of the story: student unions,
student councils.
Work out what you do.
The bad ones
make
do
sure
better.
the student body knows that's my opinion. Is that student bodies don't.
I don't form an opinion, which is going to get a lot of people rustled in the comments.
God. Please rustle your jimmies in the comments.
Please send us pictures of your Russell Jimmies in the comments.
No.
Please send us.
Do you know what a jimmy is?
Yes, I do. Please send us your Russell
underwear.
Yes, I know. Send us your rustled Jimmy underwear. Send us your Imgur links.
Keep this PG-13.
On the internet.
Please don't. We might get flagged on YouTube.
Oh no. Oh no.
Anyway, give your opinion,
Yes.
and then let's get over it and hide this, bury it in the internet.
Alright. We have one more thing, or the
No,
Joshua...
you haven't given your opinion.
On what?
Your wrestling opinion.
More wrestling opinion? Oh, of student unions?
Yeah.
I literally just did a whole segment on it!
Okay. Just
Come on!
in summary, the last segment.
In summary, the last
You can't
20 or so minutes we've been rambling about 20...
it's about 15.
15, 20.
Anyway, something fun to end the podcast because there's only two of us and we're tired. So I'm not going to do a full 14.
I'm hungry and I need to pack for my holiday.
Some of you may or may not be aware of a new feature on Facebook Messenger.
It's not even new. It's been
there for weeks, but I've been messing around with it today a lot. So most of you probably know what LaTeX is. It's a text formatting program where you can do maths and diagrams and symbols and text.
No, it's not a program. It's a language. It's a scripting language.
Sorry, scripting language. Which programs use?
No, you have like it's.
I know what I mean.
You know what it means, but it's a
scripting language.
It's a scripting language that is for typesetting, which it compiles, and you typically use it.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The program is like the compiler. Is what I meant.
Okay, so stuff like Text Studio.
It makes it look pretty. Basically.
Yes, it's
makes
mainly
everything look pretty.
Makes academic journals and articles look nice, which is what they're mainly used for. But you can use it for other stuff.
But there's a version of it which has been developed recently called KateX.
It's not recent.
Is it?
No. So KateX.
It's only just recently been made known to me.
Yes. So it's not even. So how it goes? There's LaTeX, which is the standard one. The standard one you get on full one you get different modules on for desktop and that. It's KateX, which as far as I understand is the web implementation of it.
I mean, I think it's relatively recent, like at least the last year or two.
I'm gonna.
You look it up. I'll talk about.
No. I'm gonna finish my thought first. And Facebook implemented the commands into their messenger, so it compiles as like a sort of like it compiles.
Yeah, so you could write into a Facebook message. I don't know, like the integral of x squared between 3 and 4 equals banana. But and then as long as you've actually done it right, it'll compile and create it in nice, pretty mathematical notation.
For example,
only on desktop for people who want to try it out.
It'll only display on desktop. You just get the raw code in mobile. If you have to wrap it in like $, so you have like $/text, and then in braces, which is like the little curly brackets, hello, and then you backslash. Did I say /?
You just said slash.
Okay,
it was indeterminate slash.
Backslash. So $/ text opened brace, which is curly bracket.
Anyone listening, close brace.
$. As the only thing in the text, you can't have it with other non-LaTeX stuff or KateX stuff, and that is what.
Yeah, I mean it's effectively pointless, but it's really, really fun to mess with. But I imagine I've probably annoyed a few people by messaging them and getting it wrong, so it just sends them code which doesn't compile over Facebook.
This is for people to know. Okay, it's a JavaScript library. There we go.
Oh, is that what it... Okay.
It's originally developed by Khan Academy. I guess that makes sense of KateX. The first stable release was 7 months ago, so...
Yeah, so less
so
than
about a year. Sure.
Relatively
sure.
recent.
Sure.
I mean, LaTeX has been around for probably decades at this point, so...
I'm gonna check that. Okay, not LaTeX. Not LaTeX. Initial release. Do you want to guess? Do you want to guess the release date?
I'm gonna say 96.
Okay. Before I actually say it, anyone in the comments want to comment your guesses?
Comment below. Pause the podcast now.
Pause the podcast. Comment your guess, and then you can see if you were right or completely fucking wrong.
We're such clickbait. No, it's not clickbait. It's just...
It was birthed. The initial release.
It's a natural being.
Yeah, it was originally released. The initial release was 1985. 32 years ago. Ish.
Fair enough. I mean, I feel like I was closer than I was far away, at least.
You had the right.
I was in the right century.
You were in the right direction, as in
I was
going in the past.
I was 21 years. So like I could have said like 2003, which would have been very wrong. Anyway,
I guess there's not very much of it. There
we
you go.
are very uncreative this week, and we apologise.
I'm
we apologise
sleepy.
for missing a week.
I'm sleepy. I want KFC.
Oh, diddums. Rory's
Wouldn't you just fucking say? Oh, I didn't even do that. I was hoping it would gain a lot on the microphone, but I saw the waveform. It didn't even.
rip. I mean,
It might have been entertaining for a sec, but I
that's
might
because
have.
you moved closer and then talked quieter, so the effect was nothing.
But that's the point. You don't just do it full volume. You'll just say it in like a. Would you just fucking say to me? But like really close up. But I didn't feel like leaning.
It's
in.
difficult to get that close when you've got the windshield on it.
And I had a laptop on me as well.
Anyway, I think we've run out of things that we can think of to talk of, and I think we've.
We talk about KFC and how I want to go get it right now.
Then go get it, my friend.
Okay.
My dude, get out of my room.
Okay, mine dude.
See, now you're really close to the mic. Okay, he's actually leaving now, so we will wrap this up. Farewell.